Fingerbobs. Yuffie lifts a finger, and a mouse is there. Puts his hands together, and a seagull takes the air. Yuffie lifts a finger, and a scampi darts about. Yuffie bends another, and a tortoise head peeps out. These hands were made for making, and making they must do. I'm using these for my story today. Things with straight sides, square corners, like these stamps. But I want curvy and round things, too. And I think Scampi can help me. Round things, says Scampi. I'll see what I can find.
I fillet up my tail and swim in the sea with haddock and plaice and dabs. I wriggle on rocks with my little legs, past lobsters and limpets and crabs. My name is Scampi, Scampi, that's me. I live on a hand in the sand by the sea.
Very interesting, but I can't see anything really round. Who's this? It's Fatfish. Maybe he'll be able to help me. Hello, Fatfish. Greetings. Can you tell me where I can find some round things under the sea? Follow me, says Fatfish. Follow me. What's this? Says Scampi. It's a treasure chest, says Fatfish. It was on a boat that sank a long time ago. Help yourself. Help myself? That won't be difficult with all these round coins and beads and rings and things. Whoopee! Just get a load of me. Bet you didn't recognize me in all this finery. How do I look? Dazzling? Glamorous? Enchanting? What's she got herself dolled up like that for? Ask the fish. It's round things today, Fingermouse. You'll find lots of buttons in that box. Tip them out. Go ahead. There. I like buttons, says Fingermouse. Can you make me something out of those? Put them into a shape or a pattern. I can't be making things all the time. I want to play. Yes, they make good tiddlywinks. That's great. I need a cup, though. A cup to shoot at. Flash's shell. Perfect. Thanks, Flash. Here we go. Ah. Very good. What a winker. Do you mind? Says Flash. That's my shell you're using. That's the Flash special shell. But don't leave it lying around then, says Fingermouse. Here, get shelled. There you go. Make yourself useful. How? Go and get some round things for Yuffie. Round things? Yes, you know, round things. Slowly, steadily, I move at my own pace. They call me Flash, though I won't dash Who wants to run a race? As long as I get there, why worry? What's the hurry? What's that? Looks like a moving bush with ears. Oh, it's gone. Oh, it's come back. What is it? Oh, yes. It's Louise, the squirrel. Maybe she can help me. She's very busy with her acorns. I've got a nice pile of acorns here, says Louise. But I won't need the cups. I only eat the acorns. Still, I think I can find a use for them somewhere. They look like little hats. I know. Worms. Here are some caps for you. Acorn caps. One for you, George. Very fetching. One for you, Herbert. Doesn't that look nice? And one for you, Alistair. Very nice. Little round hats, says Flash. Message received. Anyone want a hat? Says Louise. Anyone want an acorn cap? Acorn cap, says Mole. Did you say acorn cap? Yes, says Louise. How much are they? Says Mole. Nothing, they're free. Thank you, said Mole. In that case, I'll have one. Thank you, very kind of you. Can I have one too? Says Flash. Certainly, says Louise. Every creature under the sun can have an acorn cap. There you are, says Louise. And it suits you. Very becoming. Thank you, says Flash. I'll take this back to Yoffie. It's just the sort of round thing he might want. Slowly, steadily, with a round thing on my nose. Look at Scampy. Scampy, you've never looked more fetching. You're a walking treasure. May I help you divest yourself? Oh, you've got an awful lot on. You really are dressed to the nines. But what a lovely lot of round things. Beads, buttons, wheels, pearls. Lovely. Slowly, steadily, the round thing on my nose. Very nice, says Fingermouse. Allow me. There. Thank you, says Flash. What can you do with an acorn cup? Says Fingermouse. Well, get me the paper and the paint, and I'll show you. That's it. Now, dip the cup in the paint. Now you can print with it. Make lots of circles. I can use those for the castle in today's story. Is there a castle? Says Fingermouse. Yes, you watch for it. There was once a country where everything was made of things that were round. There wasn't a straight thing there. The cars had round wheels, but the roads were very bumpy. They couldn't be straight, because in this country, there were no straight lines. The country was ruled by a round king and a round queen. They had a daughter, the Princess Rotunda. And they lived in a curvy castle on top of a round hill. In the country next to theirs, everything was made of straight lines. There wasn't a round thing there. There were nice straight roads, but journeys were very bumpy because the cars only had square wheels. This country was ruled by a very straight king and a very straight queen. They had a very straight son, the Prince Angular. And they lived in a square castle on top of a square hill. Now, one day, Princess Rotunda was playing with a balloon, which was, of course, round. It was a very windy day, and the wind whisked off her balloon. Luckily, she had miles and miles of string on it, or she would have lost it. At the same time, Prince Angular was playing with his kite, which was, of course, square. The wind was so strong, it lifted the kite high into the sky and far away. Luckily, he had an endless amount of string tied to the kite, or he would have lost it. The balloon and the kite flew towards each other, met and tangled in the air. The princess pulled, and the prince pulled, but something must have happened to the strings because the princess got back a kite, and the prince a balloon. It was the first round thing he'd ever seen, and the kite was the first square thing the princess had ever seen. Prince Angular was so taken with the roundness of his balloon that when he discovered it belonged to Princess Rotunda, he wanted to meet her. Messages were sent. Letters were exchanged. And when the prince and princess met to return the balloon and the kite, they fell instantly in love. There was a royal wedding. Princess Rotunda married Prince Angular, and the two countries became one. They shared squares and circles, straight lines and curves, to get the best of both worlds. There were square cars with round wheels on straight roads, round trees with straight trunks. A very happy arrangement. And that's the end of the story. Come on, says Fingermouse. Let's have a game. I'll be goalie. You try and get past me. As if that were possible.